NSC in the place to be. NSC.
Hey guys, and welcome back at my channel. That's me, your Ultra NSC, in the place to be with our PlayStation 3. Today I got to show you one great thing. I have tested a lot custom firmwares now about the firmware 4.83, and I need to tell you one thing. I have found a really great firmware, but the first ones that I have found, they was not that great. I'm talking here about a new custom firmware from Overflow. Bobby downgrades, really a great guy, I love it. This firmware is one of my favorites, we can say, after Rogero. A lot of people already know me from a long time ago. And my first videos I have started with, we can say, some downgrades and some jailbreaks over Rogero downgrades. And I love Rogero because Rogero has made a lot possible. And now, I have loved already, we can say, a long time Reebok, but Reebok sometimes had also some bugs. And we can say the last Reebok editions, like the 4.82, they was really running very stable. Habib was also a great firmware in my eyes, one of the best, together with Ferrox. Habib are, we can say, custom firmwares that are really based on the original firmware, so they have not changed that much, and I love this because it's, we can say, an untouched firmware, not that much touched, if you understand what I mean. So I have now, like I told, test for me myself, we can say 1 week long. I have now tested some great firmwares just for you guys here on my channel, NSC, in the motherfucking place to be. Like I told, I have tested already a lot custom firmwares from 4.83, and I need to say I have just also tested the first ones was, of course, from Ferrox, and it is always great. Really, guys, the custom firmwares from Ferrox, they are just wonderful. They are based on always the original firmwares from Sony, we can say. So when you have an update, just like now the 4.83, Ferox just made again a custom firmware, a great one that is really based on the original firmware 4.83. And this is for me very important because when I want to go online, or if I want to go online, I want to be sure, I want to be safe, and I want just to have a good, we can say, a good feeling that I'm safe running on the internet. You understand what I mean? And that's why I love Ferox, because Ferox is always based on the original firmware. He just changed some things that is needed for the custom firmware, but the rest he never touched it, and I love this guy. Greetings also to Alexander, because he makes a lot possible here, and yeah, it's a lot of respect from me, from Ultra NSC, in the place to be. Really, guys, Ferox is always one of the first firmwares when, yeah, Sony makes a new original firmware. Ferox is always one of the first guys that made a custom firmware for the newer original firmwares from Sony, if you understand what I mean. Yeah. Okay, guys, but now I'm here finally on the custom firmware from Overflow, and I need to tell you something that is really, we can say, yeah, important, and you should know about this. So if you have a custom firmware that is new outside there, then you should always check if it's really safe to be on the, we can say, on one of the newest custom firmwares. The problem is also that a lot of people, when a new custom firmware comes out, they just go and they just download any shit. I don't know what they do, but they do just any shit, and then yeah, they break or they destroy all what it was done before. And if you guys have a PlayStation 3 with a, we can say, jailbreak, then you need to take care, of course. You can't go there and just go online and just do an update, because you will destroy your jailbreak. So that means if you are already on a custom firmware, you just can't go there, and you just can't do an update here over the internet. And this is the first thing that I want to talk about, the custom firmwares from Bobby Downgrade. I just saw it and I love it, because this is extra made for some idiots. Really, I love this option. When you now go here to update your PlayStation, it's written now here, do not update via internet. And I love this. Because this is really just made for purpose for, we can say, some noobs or whatever. But really, guys, you should know about that. I'm really serious now. You should know about that. If you got a PlayStation 3 with a custom firmware, then of course you don't need to make an update over the internet, because if you do search an update over the internet, of course you will find an update, and this is 1000% an original firmware update, and then you will lose your custom firmware, okay? Because you will override it with the original firmware. So this is easy, guys. You should know about that. So if you got a PlayStation 3 that has already a custom firmware, you please never install the original firmware over the custom firmware. First thing that can happen is you will destroy your PlayStation, and the second thing is you can break it, or you need to do all the shit again. So the other thing is, of course, the custom firmware 4.83 has of course now closed any PlayStation 3 exploits. Yeah, I was never the friend from these exploits, because a lot of people has destroyed their PlayStation. A lot of people, yeah, even doesn't know what they have done, but they just press OK. Do you want to flash your PlayStation? OK. Do you want to overwrite it? OK. And they just press OK on every shit, on every question that they was asking. The people just press OK. But you can't downgrade a PlayStation with a firmware, or we can say with a model CECH3000. The 3000 versions are not jailbreakable. And or we can say the PlayStation 3 Super Schlimm. I call it in German Super Schlimm, because Super Schlimm, that just means in German super shitty, you know, because the PS3 Super Slim is in my eyes one of the baddest ever. We can say one of the shittest PlayStation ever, that just have, we can say, need some quick money to make the PlayStation 4. We need to talk about that. Sony has just made the PlayStation 3 Super Slim for some guys that has bought for we can say from some guys that they have no clue about this shit, and they just have buy it. The PlayStation 3 Super Slim is one of the, we can say, terrible PlayStation 3 on the market. So you better go for the PlayStation 3 Fat Editions. But the PlayStation 3 Super Slim is, you better forget it, guys, really. But yeah, this is a great option and a great thing that I love. He just changed it. Normally it's written there, do an update over the internet, yeah? Or just do an update over, we can say, USB drive or whatever, okay? And he just changed it to, we can say, this great thing, do not update via internet. And I love it. This is really just, we can say, a warning for some stupid guys outside there that are, we can say, running on a custom firmware, but they have no clue what they are doing about that. And I love it, really. I'm sorry for my speaking right now, but this is just the true thing, guys. You can't do an update over the internet if you are running a custom firmware. Okay, guys, this is the first thing that I like already. I love it. And let's go just back. The other thing that I also like, of course, is the wave on the background. It has a nice color. And when you do a restart, I love when it starts. We can say the design and the effects are just great. I love it. It's yeah, Ferrox does also a great yeah, design. The Cobra picture is great. I love it on Ferox. and on Reebok also I loved it, but Overflow had just make this and love it. You have saw it now? I just love it. It looks good. It reminds me on PS3 ETA. It was also a great team long ago. PS3 ETA has made one of the best DEX custom firmwares in my eyes. PS3 ETA was one of the best. This guy is just wonderful, but sadly he just done nothing more a long time, and PS3 ETA was for me one of the best DEX editions ever. But okay, why I do this video? I do this video because the first Overflow editions was just spoofed editions, and you need to take care, and that's why I'm telling you this right now, just that you know also in future what you should do when you have downloaded a newer custom firmware. So not all custom firmwares are really based on the original firmwares, and this is a very important thing that you should know about that. So if you want to go safe to the internet, or if you want to play safe online, then you should really check one thing. The first thing is, like you already know, I am now on the custom firmware 4.83. But the first PlayStation custom firmwares that I have from Overflow, they was just based on the custom firmware 4.80. Maybe not, but yeah, I don't know. They was written that they are based on 4.83, but they doesn't, because I was just open, yeah, we can say Reebok Toolbox, and I know Reebok Toolbox is just made for Reebok, but you can use it also just to check the system informations. This will always work. So when I have just started the Reebok Toolbox, now it brings you, of course, the warning that this is not made for whatever, and this is just not interested. So it's yeah, you can say it's just not that important. But when you have start Reebok Toolbox, you can go now here to system informations, and there now you will see that this PS3 system, the PS3 system firmware is really on 4.83, like you can see already. But the first Overflow custom firmwares for the 4.83 was based on 4.80. So Reebok Toolbox told me that the custom firmware on the background is a 4.80 firmware. And this was just not that great for me, in my eyes, a bit danger. So let's just go back here again, and I will now just close it, and you can test this also with, we can say, the tool PSN patch. And with a PSN patch you can also check which custom firmware is really running on the background. So when you start PSN patch, then this tool also will show you which custom firmware you are running really. So here you can see now down on the left side it's written Cobra 4.83, and the first Overflow custom firmwares that was made for the firmware 4.83, they was just here 4.80, and the PSN tool has just right that it was just spoofed to 4.83. So you can see here now this firmware is really a firmware that is based on 4.83, and this is for me very important. You should check this all, guys, really. If you want to be safe on the internet, and if you want to be yeah, safe online, if you want to play safe your online games, then you should really check if this is really like that. And if you have a custom firmware that is based on 4.80 and just spoof it to 4.83, this could be a bit danger, really, guys, and that's why you should check it. The other thing is also that I have tested on the firmwares from Overflow, you have Webman already installed, but if you want just to start a game over here and you let the standard Webman, the game just opens first, we can say, the Webman browser. So here I got now, let's say, Battlefield 4, but I have not installed right now. I don't know if this will work because it was just a download. But here I got Battlefield 4 and let's see if this works. I think not. But the thing is like that. If you have, we can say, the original Webman mod, yeah, this is just an error that I have already thought that this error will come, because you can go here and you can also just download some stuff here, and I was just trying to do that, and I saw here we can say yeah, Battlefield for the download. But like I told, if you have installed here the the standard Webman that is already inside the Overflow custom firmware, then this will just start, we can say, the Webman browser, and just then you need to close the Webman browser, and just after that all you will have the game here displayed. And this was for me a bit shitty, and that's why I tell you guys, you should go and install the Webman mod for we can say the custom firmware 4.83. So this one here is just the standard one, and I have just installed, like you can see, the version 1.4709, and this is, we can say, one of the newest Webman mod, and this works really great. Now for this game, you can go here. I think it was where it was about here, download, and I just found it out here somewhere, from USB, no, from hard drive, PSN patch for all custom firmwares. I can't remember where it was. Maybe it was here. Let me just check this here. Yeah, I think it was somewhere here. You can, or I was able to download the games. Can't remember. I think it was here. Download games. Yes. So on the Overflow custom firmware, you have the rights, or we can say you have the option that you can directly download a game that is already here inside. And this is really working, guys. This is really working, and I love it. Yeah. This is just, yeah, great. You know, really, these are great features that I really love it, and that you really got to love it. But yeah, I now will just stop that, and later I need to take this all out, because I will just put my own games, and I just don't need that. So that's why, but I just want to show you this, guys, because I love this. The most favorite games are here inside, and you just go here to, where it was again, to download games, and or here homebrew websites, and this is also great here. And you have here the option, like I told, just to download the games that are already here. And this is great, guys. This is a great feature. I love it, and you guys should love it too. Because when I love it, you need to love it too. Yeah, I have tested this already. But I'm very new to this version here, because this is now the custom firmware from Overflow 4.83 version 8. So that means V8, and you should download the V8 version, not V5 or whatever, because the other versions are just based on 4.80, and they was just spoofed to 4.83, and that's why this is the real Cobra edition 7.55, and this is the version called, we can say, Overflow 4.83 version 8. Yeah, I will maybe post you the download link on my description, so you will be able to download this custom firmware directly over my OneDrive server. Yeah, for the other peoples also in future, I will have my own, we can say, server, and there I will post you, and I will share a lot of stuff with you guys. But this is coming soon. Maybe in about 1 month I will have the server ready, so I will have my own server where you can get inside on www.ultransc.com, and there you will be able to download lots of shit. Okay guys, but this is just incoming and it's not ready for now. Yeah, you should know also, the other thing is also to have notice is when you just press start and select together, then you see, we can say the Webman in-game temperatures, we can say. You can have this also in-game, and if you start this window here, it just doesn't work in-game if you have the original Webman installed. So that means when you have installed the, we can say, Overflow custom firmware fresh and really clean, if you have it installed it just new, you already have Webman mod pre-installed, we can say. So the tool, this is really great. The custom firmware has already Webman mod inside, and I love it. It's really great because it has already the fan adjuster inside, and it will also, of course, directly turn your fan higher when it notices that it's over 68 degrees. So here, like I told, if you go here inside, you can just check the temperatures, and here the automatically dynamic fan speed is here written on 68. I have just set it myself on 60 because I love it, and I have it always on the minimum on 33% fan speed, and this is just for me the best settings. But yeah, like I told, if you have just installed the custom firmware from Overflow just new, you have already Webman mod, I think 1.43 the version. I can't remember anymore, but if you install it new, you will see it yourself that Webman is already installed, and that's a great thing, but it's a little bit buggy, we can say. So if you start a game, we can say this display here right now will just not be there when you start your game. So this will just disappear. When you start the game, this window right there, this will just go. Yeah, and that's why it was a reason for me just to install the newest Webman 1.4709. Oh, let's see. Yes. All right. So here 1.47.09 is one of the newest Webman mod, and you should install this over this here, and then you will have no problem. Also, if you want to have, we can say, this display while you are playing. And for me this is very important because sometimes I just want to check the temperatures while I am playing, and this is just not working on, we can say, the standard Webman mod that is already integrated, we can say, pre-installed on the custom firmware from Overflow on the 4.83. Okay guys, I think I have now just show you all that is really important. Like I told, if you just install Rebug Toolbox and PSN patch, they show you the real firmware on the background, and this is very important. You can also go and maybe install, yeah, we can say, let's go here for Webman and Multiman. Sorry, my fault. Let's just go for Multiman 4.82. I have just not found a newer Multiman 4.83, but it's also not necessary. The Multiman 4.82 is just working perfectly. Now I have just installed Multiman 4.82, and yeah, normally Multiman should also show you on which firmware you are. Now I just need to accept this 4 times, and let's see what yeah, what he will show us. So here. Okay, now it's ready, and Multiman is now starting. So here we go, and now yeah, here on the left side you can go now to system informations, and yeah, but here it shows you the firmware 4.75. This can be the default of Webman now, but it shows you that it's the Cobra firmware mode 7.55, and that's real. So this is just, we can say also a small bug. That's nothing special. So don't believe it, because 4.75 is very, very old. But here it shows you already that we are on Cobra 7.55, and that is real. Like I told, for all the rest, you just install a PSN patch, which yeah will always show you if you are really on the firmware 4.83, and otherwise it just install Rework Toolbox, and it doesn't matter which version you install. You should take, of course, the latest version, like I have done. I have just installed the Rework Toolbox for the firmware 4.82, and this here of course shows you also which firmware you are running, and like you can see, he tells us also that it's the firmware 4.83, and that's good to know, because if you have now a spoofed custom firmware, then it will here be written something like 4.80, okay? And you should take care about that. If you love your PlayStation, if you love your jailbreak, you should take care that it's not spoofed. I know, and a lot of people knows, that a spoofed firmware can work also a great time on the internet, but a spoof is always a spoof. It's not an original, and you should know about that, guys. Okay, I think I have told you all the most important thing that you should know about the custom firmwares from Overflow. The other great thing is also that this guy has made also some other custom firmwares, which it makes possible to let you install it on some broken PlayStations, like PlayStation with a broken Blu-ray device, or some PlayStation that has a broken Bluetooth device. You will not be able to install any custom firmware or any original firmware, because when the Bluetooth device or the Blu-ray device is broken, the firmware will check it, and you will, yeah, it will not let you install it, because the PlayStation will check it, and it will notice that your Blu-ray device or your Blu-ray Bluetooth antenna is broken, and then you will not be able to install an original firmware or a custom firmware. So for these PlayStations that has this small damage, like a broken Bluetooth device or antenna, or a broken Blu-ray device or Blu-ray drive, it will make you possible to keep going on, and you will be able to install it. So Overflow has made really a great custom firmwares for that PlayStations 2, and that's why I just love it right now, because it's just great, guys. Really, it's great, and you don't need anything other. If you want to be very sure, also you can go, of course, to Ferrox, because I love this guy. Ferrox is always one of the first guy that made a custom firmware for the newest original firmware. Okay, guys, so let's say when in future the firmware 4.84 will be the newest, I bet my ass again Ferox will be the first again that will make a custom firmware based on 4.84 or whatever it will come on the future. And that's why I love Alexander. Again, thumbs up for me, and lots of respect from Ultra NSC, also to the Bobby downgrades. They're really great guys. And yeah, let's see what Reebok will bring out, and I don't know if they want to bring something out. A lot of people are talking about that the Reebok team is just making some mod chips and whatever. I don't know. Let's see what's going on. And but whatever, Reebok is of course also a great team, and but I'm very surprised now. I'm very happy now with the custom firmware from Overflow. I have, like I told, installed it before Overflow, and I just have noticed that this was not a real 4.83. It was based on 4.80, and that's why I tell you guys, just download if you want to download the custom firmware from Overflow, from Bobby Downgrades, then please just download the custom firmware from Overflow, the 4.83 with Cobra 7.55 V8. That means version 8. Okay, and nothing else. The version 8 is one of the best for the ZX PlayStations, or we can say for the ZX versions, and it's really a great thing. Now we can say the Overflow custom firmware version 8 is really great. I think maybe it's written here also. Yeah, you should download this one. Okay, guys. So here you can see it. The version 4.83 Overflow for V8. Here again, I will zoom it a bit for you guys. This is the firmware that you should download if you want to be really safe, also on the internet. Okay, guys, this was all from me right now. NSC in the place to be. Hehe. I wish you the best, guys. Take care on you, and take care at you, or whatever, and take care, of course, also over your PlayStations that has already a custom firmware. Of course, do not update over the internet, because this will just override your custom firmware to the original firmware, and then all is gone, and then it's game over for you guys. Okay, guys, like that, we like the party, NSC in the place to be. Hehe, peace, and yeah, have fun. Bye bye. Check it out. NSC in the place to be. Haha.
NSC in the place to be. NSC